Yes, okay. So, Michelle, this is a nice addition. So, what are we getting ready to do today?
There you go. Hi. So I'm looking forward, Renee, to our sister talk number 4. So welcome, everyone. So what we're going to be talking about today is nutrition and fueling our bodies. But before we get started, what we wanted to do was share a little bit about Juice Plus with you because some people do not know. So, and we're going to do that because we're going to make there's going to be a reference made to it. So at least you'll know what Juice Plus is. So what we all know for sure, right, is that when it comes to our health, diet is at the center of everything actually. And fruits and vegetables should be at the center of our diets. And we should be eating a lot of fruits and vegetables. And our plates actually should be half of our fruits and vegetables at every meal and a variety of it as well. But most of us, even on our best days, and I think you could agree that even on our best days, it's hard for us to do that. And that's where Juice Plus comes in. Juice Plus is whole food nutrition. The fruits and vegetables, they have 20 different fruits and vegetables. And then if you add the berry blend, that's 30. And what it does is it bridges the gap between what we eat and what we don't. So when we talk about Juice Plus, it's concentrated, it's food, it's harvested at peak freshness, it's frozen, and then it's pulverized, skin included. And I know a lot of us don't eat the skin of all of our fruits and vegetables. And as we know, the nutrition, most of the nutrition is in the skin, right?
Yeah.
So what's interesting is that professional athletes recognize the need for nutrition. So how much more so should we recognize nutrition, right, in our diets? So Renee and I have a clip that we wanted to share with you. There's Shannon Miller, which you probably all know, an Olympic gold medalist. We actually saw her when we were at conference. She's speaking with a panel of professional athletes, and they're talking about nutrition and how it impacts them. So bear with us. I am going to share my screen and share the video.
It was so impressive. Okay, you getting it? Yeah,
Yes,
it was an impressive performance, the whole thing. But this is just about 5 or 6 minutes of it.
there you go. Perfect. Okay.
All right, Juice Plus, please help me welcome to the stage. Show your love for Olympic gold medalist Shannon Miller.
And I'm excited to be on this side. I get to ask the questions for once. First of all, I want to get right to the questions. I think as athletes, and I think even as fans, we talk a lot about talent with sports. We talk about the physical aspect, the strength and the flexibility and the power. We talk about the mental aspect that is so critical. But what role does nutrition play in your performance and your recovery? And what do you notice when you're not getting the proper fuel? Who wants to go? Who wants to go take that one?
I'll jump in. For my experience in international travel, we're not always in the best conditions, and so having the base of the proper nutrition going into the competition allows us to weather the not so right-sized beds, the not the best food at the venues and stuff like that. So it really helps get me prepared going into it.
Absolutely. The nutrition during training is almost more important than competition day. It's what you do in all of the days leading up for the years on end that gets you to that point.
Absolutely.
I'd like to add to that as well. One of the most important things as you're going through your training is recovering from day to day and the nutrition that's important in that. But the things that get you off track and the things that really will dislodge your training and your competition is being sick or getting a flu or the cold. And right before a competition, there's all this stress, there's all these things going on with your body. And so having the right nutrition for traveling, getting to the competition is so important. Peaking at that day, I mean, Ricky can talk to you about that, right? Super Bowls, I mean, you got to be ready at that day, at that moment, on that second. So same with me and my Ironman. You get ready for a 12-hour race. If you're not feeling good on race morning, you're in trouble. So absolutely, nutrition is a vital part of that. And for instance, when I'm not taking my Juice Plus, I'm definitely getting sick more often and a lot easier. So.
I think that's so important for athletes, but it's critical for all of us. I mean, we have to come to play for the game of life, right? We have to be there. If mom goes down, we've got trouble. So, you know, it's not just on Olympic Day, it's not just the Super Bowl, but it is for all of us and for every day of our life that we really want to make those moments matter the most. Anyone else want to add about kind of nutrition?
Yeah, I'll just add something here. So growing up in my family, nutrition was always really important, and I had my grandparents who had a 2,000-acre farm, so I would grow up going out into the farm picking carrots that were like literally 2 feet long, like they were massive. And so I was around this healthy environment, and as I started to get older as a young athlete, even at 12 years old, I started going to races by myself, didn't have my mom to be able to home cook meals for me. And so finding ways to keep my nutrition consistent was really important, because what you put into your body is what you're going to get out of it. No matter if you're just trying to take care of kids, if you're trying to do a 5K, if you're trying to do aerial skiing like me, whatever it is, you need to be able to feel good to be able to do those things. And so for me, having my Juice Plus so that I can keep that nutrition consistent, because when I'm traveling across the world, whether it's for training or for competitions, I don't change my gear, so why would I change my nutrition? Even though a lot of places have very poor food choices for us, like, you know, some places will go and it's only fried eggs and white bread. That may not be optimal, but at least I can have my little Juice Plus in my backpack where I know I'm still getting some of the nutrients that I need to be able to perform.
I'm going to add to that as a former athlete. These guys are still performing. And
I'm with you.
I think looking back, it's what Winter just said. It's about consistency. It's about doing it on a regular basis, especially now that I'm not competing anymore. But when I was competing, it was about performing at the highest level and what you put in your body, and that's how you perform. When you don't put the right nutrients and essentials in your body, you're lethargic, your endurance lacks, and I think that's so important now that I'm not playing in everyday life. You know, it's about consistency, and it's about doing it day in and day out, and that's why this product's helped me amazing, you know, because I feel like I did when I was playing, and it's because of the consistency, and I think that's so important.
Absolutely. Consistency counts. It counts in the training that you're doing every day, the amount of push-ups, the not so fun stuff in the gym, but it counts in our nutrition. It builds. You know, what we do today matters, not just for today, but 5-10 years down the road. And I think as a former athlete myself, it's tough, because when you don't have that one goal to train for, all of a sudden, oh, well, if I miss a day here, if I miss a day there, I don't eat great here, it's not going to matter too much. But to your point, it does. It matters for life. Did you want to add anything? Absolutely.
Yeah. One thing that I realized is that brain fart. Wasn't gonna.
Sorry, I sprung one on you. Sorry.
What everyone was saying. What you eat every day is really important. Being an endurance athlete in an endurance sport, I consume like 7,000 calories a day. I can eat a lot of junk food, and it won't necessarily affect the composition of my body, but it will definitely dictate how my practice and how my race is going to go.
That was awesome.
That was awesome. Like that.
Yeah.
Very good.
I remember when they first introduced all of those players up there, you know, all of those different athletes. What impressed me was even with like what Ricky Pro was saying. A lot of people in my area, I'm in North Carolina, know who Ricky Pro is, but he was saying some of the athletes he played with, now they can't even walk. You know what I'm saying? Because of all the injuries and stuff like that. And he was able to not have that issue, because not only did he stay with Juice Plus and proper nutrition to fuel his game, but he didn't stop because he was stopping playing. He kept fueling his life. And I thought that was key.
Yeah, I like that too. You know what really got to me is Zane, when he was talking about the fact that how much calories he consumed a day. I think it was 7,000 calories. And he said, even when he's eating unhealthy foods, it doesn't change his body composition, but it does impact his performance. And that was huge, because if you think of us as, you know, lay people, they work out. So just imagine what it does for us. And if we're not working out and we're not eating healthy, we're not doing those things, it's not only just impacting your performance, what is it doing to us health-wise, right?
Exactly.
I thought that was really good. So, you know, we hope that this information was helpful for you guys. We just want to just share this so we can see so you can see the importance of proper nutrition, right? And fruits and vegetables in our diets, and really encourage our children to do so too.
And can I add one thing?
Sure.
We talk about us, you know, a lot of times we look at, oh, well, they're talking about professional athletes. They're not professional athletes. No, but when you're trying to regain or repo your health, we're trying to get back to a better status of health. You know, you're going to put in some work. You're going to do some workouts. You're going to start walking. You're going to start exercising. Well, our body doesn't know we're not a professional athlete. Our body just knows we're trying to push it to someplace uncomfortable. Because isn't that what happens when you're working out? You go to a little bit of discomfort so that you can get some benefit. Well, your back discomfort needs to be fueled, because if you don't give your muscles the fuel it needs, then you're going to not only have the pains, like you were saying before, Michelle, like this morning's workout.
Exactly.
Girl, please, we would have been like dead by now. You hear me?
That's the truth.
Everything was screaming. So, you know, so we really need to take care of ourselves. So even more important as we're aging, as we're young, whatever level, if you want to up your game, if you want to up your life game, not your play game, then you need something to help you over that hump.
You know, I love what you said, Renee, because when I thought about even our workout today, I'm going to tell you guys, it was tough. We did it with Stacey J, and it was about lower love. And we worked it, but I'm going to tell you, I take my Juice Plus prior to my workout, and it really, really helps me in my endurance and my recovery. And I'm not, by any stretch of the imagination, a professional athlete. They're close to it. But I worked hard. We worked hard. Yeah. So we just want to share that with you, you know, and hope this information was informative. And you can reach us on Facebook. You can reach us on Instagram. For me, I'm Michelle Morris, Healthy Start with Michelle. And you can find me there. And on Facebook, it's Repo Your Health. And Renee, you want to tell them where you're at?
And I'm Renee Williams. You can do it on Renee Williams, my page, or you can find me on Supercharged with Renee on Instagram. So, you know, look us up. We have a couple of other sister talks. We're hoping to keep this going on a Saturday. You know, after 8:30, we'll be live on either Instagram or Facebook, but we'll repost to either venue to make sure everybody gets a little taste.
Okay. All right. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. See you, sis.